me better when I'm with you.
Hey guys, it's Emma, welcome back to my channel. So for this Sundays video I'm going to be doing a what's on my iPhone SE 2017, also how I edit my Instagram pictures. I did a what's on my iPhone around 3 months ago and it was very popular with you guys. Also my phone has changed a lot, so I decided to do another one. Also back when I did that video I didn't have a public Instagram and now I do, so I decided I would include how I edit my Instagram pictures. So this video is a collab with Louise Greg here on YouTube. Her channel's amazing, you should definitely go check it out and subscribe to her. Her channel and video will be linked down in the description, so make sure you go over to her channel, subscribe to her and tell her I sent you. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. If you can tell by the title, I have the iPhone SE in rose gold and I have a grapefruit pop socket on the back, which I always play with like this. When I'm bored I just do that. And I just have a clear phone case on the back and I have a screen protector because my mom doesn't want me to break my screen, respectively. And I have a couple of train tickets inside of my case because why not? I use QuickTime to film my phone screen, if you didn't know, and it's filming back there, so okay, so my lock screen is just a picture of flowers because I think they're pretty, and I actually posted this photo on Instagram like yesterday, so you could check my Instagram out if you haven't already. I don't have a reason for it being my lock screen, I just think they're really pretty flowers, and I like taking pictures with flowers because they're pretty. Okay, so my home screen is the same pictures last time, it's just a picture of me, my cousin and Annie, and down at the bottom I have phone, Safari, Snapchat and Instagram because, you know, basics. I actually use text more than phone, but you know, I just like having down there. I use Safari a lot because, you know, Safari's handy. And Snapchat, I'm actually logged into my public Snapchat right now, so let's take a selfie. Let's take a photo of the camera because that's more photogenic. The stream is a killer. Go add me because I do a lot of updates on there and Snapchat scored know things before anyone else. So, you know, if you want to know things before I post on other social medias, or if I probably won't post on other social medias, go add me there. So then I have Instagram, and I think I'm also logged into my public Instagram right now. It's just Emma with 2 A's and Joy. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of my feed. It's changed a lot. So if you want to see how I edit all these photos, I'm going to be doing how I edit my Instagram photos in the last part of this video too, so stay tuned for that. Also I do have a spam account which is public, which is basically updates. I try to keep my theme in my main, so I don't have a theme there, so I can post any updates on there, and that account is called emmajoyyyy spam, so you definitely should go follow that one for updates and info and things like that, because my other account I don't really post that many updates. I post on my story and in the captions, but the photos are proper photos, they're not like promoting videos or anything like that. Ooh, someone spammed me and followed me, I'll follow you back. Shout out to Worthy39, 39 not 39. So on my first page I have settings, contacts, calendar, photos, camera, notes, FaceTime, app store, clock, messages, mail, voice memos, weather, nothing interesting, just the basics. And by the way, if you're wondering why it always says 9:41 on my iPhone when I'm recording it, it's because apparently that's the time the first iPhone was released. I'm not filming this at 9:41, I think it's like 1 PM right now or something. But yeah, on the clock, my app says 1 PM, so. It also says I have 5 bars of signal and good Wi-Fi and 100% charge. That's not true. It is lying to you, my friends. Then I have documents which I use to download some videos onto my phone. Normally I post a bit of my video on Instagram, so what I do is I download it from my YouTube, edit it in Imovie. It's quite handy actually. I don't know any other ways you can do it otherwise. Then I have more, which is literally just a folder of boring apps that no one uses, that you can't, well you can delete, but apparently it doesn't do a difference like storage wise, so I just keep it. And then I have Spotify, which again, you can follow me, emmajoyyyy.joy36. Nothing interesting happens there because I don't really create playlists. I normally just save all the songs, and then all my favourite songs on songs, they just go from song to song, like. And then I have Imovie, which I use to short videos, so like I posted this on Instagram, did I? I don't think I posted it. I was going to. It's just a bit of my YouTube Q&A. So then I would just download it, import it to Imovie, and then get a thumbnail at the end. Also, I have mini iMovies I made like a couple years ago, you know, the cringy ones that everyone makes iMovies when they're like 12 or 11 or something like that. And I don't want to delete them because I like memories. So I just keep them on there really. And then on my second page I have 2 folders. I have one called games, which I have Nekatsu, which is the cat game that I don't use, I just don't want to delete. And then I have balls, which is so addicting. Everyone seems to have it, all my friends have it. I'm so bad at it. My high score's like 57. If you play balls, tell me what your high score is down in the comments below, because everyone's better than me because I'm just really bad at it. And it's so addicting though. Whenever I'm bored, I always play it, and please don't criticize me on my technique. I'm just doing it really fast. I'm not thinking about it, but also I'm just really bad. So it's really addicting. You totally get it if you want an addictive game to play when you're bored, because this one is so good. So the next folder is editing, and these are the apps that I edit my Instagram photos with, and just editing in general. So I have VSCO Cam, Unum and Piclarge. I'm going to go over this when I show you guys how I edit my Instagram photos, so stay tuned for that. So on the last page I have photo and video, which honestly I should rename, but I haven't bothered. Basically it's all my YouTube things. So I have Subcount, Studio and YouTube. So on Subcount it literally just shows my Subcount, like 769. Thank you guys so much. We're so close to 800, which would be amazing if we hit before I go back to school. And then I have Studio, which I'm just not going to show because it has some personal details on there. But if you are a YouTuber, you must have this. Like, you probably do have this if you're a YouTuber. It shows you analytics. I reply to my comments on there sometimes. Loads of cool stuff, which is very helpful if you're a YouTuber. And then also I have YouTube. Yeah, self-explanatory. So that is all that's on my iPhone. Now I'm going to show you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures. So as I said before, the 3 apps I use to edit my Instagram photos are VSCO, Unum and Piclarge. VSCO is basically where I do all the editing, actual editing part of the photo. Unum is basically where I lay out my feed. I don't know, basically it shows you what your feed will look like, and these are upcoming photos I'm going to post, so I think I'll probably post them by the time this video is up. It's basically like you can plan your feed and see what it looks like when some photos in some position and stuff. And that is free, but I think you have to pay for more grids when you run out, which is kind of annoying. And then I have Piclarge, which I use for goal helpers or anything that I need to collage on, really. It's not that often, but it's really handy having it. So I'm going to edit a couple of photos for you guys and show you what I do. I'm going to edit this ice cream one, which I don't know if I'm going to post or not, but you know, I might. So I'm going to put what it's like before and after anyways if I don't post it. So once it's selected, I just open it up, and there's a list of filters you can use. There are loads more you can buy, but I don't want to buy them. I just like use the ones they give. For my theme right now, I'm using F2. So I click on that and then I bring it down to around 6, because if it's 12, it's like really filtered. And then if it's 0, it's not filtered at all. So I bring around to 6, you know, like in the middle, which is like, I normally do around 6 or maybe like 5, 7. Depends on the photo really, but I think around 6 is good for this one. And then I go into tools and I go into exposure. So it depends on the photo, but I normally bring the exposure down a bit, not too much, because otherwise it's like so dark, as you can see. 1.4, that seems like a nice one. And then I go to contrast, and I normally bring it down a bit. Well, this theme is like different from previous themes I do, and I might change my theme, but as of right now I turn down the contrast to maybe around 1 or like 0.8 or something. It really depends on the photo. And then I might crop it, it really depends on the photo. I think this photo is good, not cropped. And then I'm going to go to saturation, and normally I turn that down a bit. I don't want it like really saturated out, it's really weird. Maybe to around 0.6, 0.5 really. And then I go to temperature. I normally turn that down again. Actually, I'm going to turn this up, wow. To maybe about 0.7, I think that looks nicer. So after I've done temperature, that's normally how I edit a photo. I normally do it quite quickly, and I change a lot of things depending on the photo. So once I have saved that, I just save it to camera roll, enlarge, and then I go into Unum. So I just import it in, and I see how it looks like with the rest of my feed and stuff. If I don't like it, I'll move it around or something. It's really handy as that. You should definitely get it. And then I post it really. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you can tell, unfortunately, I have finished uploading every Tuesday as well, because I'm going back to school and it's pretty hard to film and edit 2 videos a week, as I'd rather do quality over quantity and produce better Sunday videos for you guys. Sorry about that, but the Sunday videos will be definitely better because I have more time to focus on it. So I'll see you guys on Sunday with a brand new video. Bye!
Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down.